Hi everyone. Now let's move on to topic 5 of Unit 2, malware types. The word malware comes from malicious software. It refers to any software that is intentionally designed to damage, disrupt, or gain unauthorized access to computer systems. Malware can steal data, slow down devices, or even lock users out of their systems until a ransom is paid. There are several types of malware, each with unique behavior and purpose. Viruses. These attach themselves to files or programs and spread when the infected file is executed. For example, a virus hidden inside a game file can infect an entire computer once the game is installed. Worms, unlike viruses, worms spread automatically without needing user action. They replicate across networks and can cause massive damage. For instance, the ILOVEYOU worm spread through email and infected millions of systems worldwide. Trojans, named after the Trojan horse from Greek mythology. These appear as harmless programs, but secretly perform malicious actions. For example, a fake software update that installs spyware on your computer. Ransomware. This type of malware locks files or entire systems and demands payment, a ransom, to restore access. A real-world case is the WannaCry ransomware attack that affected hospitals, businesses, and governments in 2017. Rootkits. Rootkits allow attackers to gain hidden, privileged access to a system. They conceal malicious activities and make them difficult to detect. For example, a rootkit might hide spyware that monitors keystrokes. Logic bombs. These are malicious codes triggered by specific conditions, like a certain date or action. For example, a disgruntled employee may plant a logic bomb that deletes company data when their account is disabled. Backdoors. These provide secret entry points into a system, bypassing normal authentication. Attackers use backdoors to maintain long-term access after compromising a system. In short, malware can take many forms, from self-spreading worms to deceptive Trojans and dangerous ransomware. Understanding these types helps us develop better defenses and stay safe in the digital world. To help you focus your study, here are some sample questions you might encounter. 2-mark questions. Define malware. What is the main difference between a virus and a worm? Give an example of ransomware. What is a rootkit used for? Define a logic bomb. 10-mark questions. Explain different types of malware with examples. Compare viruses, worms, and Trojans. Discuss ransomware attacks and their prevention. Explain the working of a rootkit with examples. Write short notes on logic bombs and backdoors. Malware, short for malicious software, refers to any software program that is specifically created with the intention of causing harm to a computer system, network, or user. Unlike normal software that is designed to help or perform useful functions, malware is built to exploit vulnerabilities, disrupt operations, or gain unauthorized access to sensitive information. In simple terms, malware is like an unwanted guest in your system that secretly performs harmful activities without the user's permission. The main goals of malware vary depending on the attacker's intention. Some malware is designed to steal personal or financial data, such as credit card details, passwords, or banking information. Others may work like spies, monitoring user activity and secretly sending information to hackers. For example, keyloggers that record everything typed on the keyboard. Certain malware may aim to disrupt services, such as slowing down systems, crashing applications, or overloading servers, while others are built to damage infrastructure, corrupt files, or even completely lock a user out of their system. A good example is ransomware, a type of malware that encrypts files on the victim's computer and then demands money in exchange for unlocking them. Another example is a computer worm, which spreads across networks automatically without needing user action, causing large-scale disruptions. Similarly, spyware hides in the system and silently collects user data without their knowledge. Types of malware. Malware comes in different forms, each with its own way of spreading and causing harm. Viruses are one of the oldest and most well-known types of malware. They attach themselves to files or programs and spread only when the infected file is opened or executed, meaning they require human action to spread. Viruses can corrupt files, slow down the system, or display unwanted messages. A well-known example is the Michelangelo virus. To protect against viruses, users should install antivirus software and avoid downloading files from untrusted sources. Worms are more dangerous in terms of spreading speed because they do not need human action. Instead, they self-replicate and spread across networks automatically, often leading to network congestion and system slowdowns. Famous worms include the Morris worm and WannaCry. The best protection against worms includes using firewalls and keeping systems updated with the latest security patches. Trojans, or Trojan horses, disguise themselves as legitimate software, but secretly carry malicious code. Once installed, they can create backdoors for attackers or steal sensitive information. The Zeus Trojan is an example that stole banking information from thousands of users. To prevent Trojans, it is important to avoid pirated or unverified software and to rely on trusted antivirus solutions. Ransomware is a highly disruptive form of malware that encrypts a victim's files and demands a ransom payment in exchange for decryption. Victims often lose access to important data unless they pay, though paying does not always guarantee recovery. WannaCry and Petya are two major ransomware attacks. Preventive measures include keeping regular backups and avoiding suspicious email attachments or links. Backdoors are hidden access points within a system that bypass normal authentication methods, giving attackers remote access. Hackers often install backdoors after breaching a system to maintain long-term access. An example is the back orifice tool. Monitoring network traffic and patching known vulnerabilities can help prevent backdoors. Rootkits are stealthy malware tools that allow attackers to hide malicious activities, files, or processes from detection. This makes them difficult to remove and enables attackers to maintain control over compromised systems. A famous case was the Sony BMG rootkit in 2005, which was secretly installed on users' computers through music CDs. Protection methods include using kernel integrity monitoring and specialized anti-rootkit tools. Logic bombs are malicious code programmed to trigger under certain conditions, such as a specific date or event. For example, a disgruntled programmer might plant a logic bomb to delete company files if they are fired. Logic bombs can be prevented through strict code reviews, monitoring system changes, and enforcing strong access controls. Please look at the differences between viruses, worms, and Trojans. Prevention of malware. Preventing malware is one of the most important aspects of cybersecurity, since malware can damage files, steal information, and even shut down entire systems. Organizations and individuals must follow proper security practices. The first line of defense is using updated antivirus software and firewalls. Antivirus programs can detect and remove malicious files, while firewalls help block suspicious traffic from entering the system. For example, Windows Defender or McAfee regularly update their virus databases to protect against new threats. Another important step is to disable unnecessary ports and services. Many malware programs spread through open ports on a computer or network. By closing unused ports and stopping services that are not required, the chances of an attacker exploiting them are reduced. For example, if a system does not use FTP, keeping the FTP port closed prevents attacks targeting that service. Email attachment scanning is also crucial because many viruses, worms, and ransomware spread through infected attachments. Hackers often send emails that look genuine but contain harmful files. For instance, the ILOVYO virus spread worldwide through email attachments in the early 2000s. Scanning attachments before opening them can stop such attacks. Keeping systems up to date with regular patches and updates is another effective method. Software companies frequently release security updates to fix vulnerabilities that malware could exploit. For example, the WannaCry ransomware attack in 2017 targeted computers that had not installed Microsoft's latest security patch. Finally, user awareness plays a big role in prevention. Even with strong security tools, if users carelessly click on suspicious links, download pirated software, or share passwords, malware can still infect systems. Training users to recognize phishing emails, avoid unsafe downloads, and follow security guidelines greatly reduces risks. In summary, preventing malware requires a combination of updated security tools, safe system configuration, regular updates, and informed users. A well-protected system not only blocks common malware, but also minimizes the impact of new and emerging threats. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe.